doesn't matter how long I wait for you. What matters most is when I get to show you a whole new love that always belonged to you. If you can only see what I see. Your heart is full of treasures worth a lifetime to discover. And I took it for granted. My love for her is unconditional. And that's where lies the problem. I then realized it's time to let go of what I've tried to hold on to for the longest time. All these memories, yet nothing. I'm lightheaded and exhausted. My life is a poetry in motion. I can't stop. Again and again, I hear whispers lingering over my head. Like a distressed loop signal, lingering over my head. And inside, strings of images in the same sequence repeat every night. An open coffin where she beautifully rests, resting underneath the pale moonlight.
I will never forget that day, 100 days ago on a Wednesday morning. It was like deja vu. I was looking for inspiration on my latest novel, and there she was. It was most likely fate, as she was reading my book, Delilah, former #1 bestseller about a femme fatale serial killer who falls for her next victim. I couldn't help myself but to try and get closer to her. I pretended I was minding my own business, but I couldn't help myself looking at her. Is she a writer like me, or is she an avid reader? It was bothering me enough to make that my excuse if she caught me staring. But I felt like I already knew her.
In the end, I was chasing a dream, a beautiful ideal that started in sin. Yet in the end, you still felt so far away. All I had was your beautiful face, with every thought of you trembling in my arms. While in the end, death tried to pull me away, a forbidden love hard to abstain. It doesn't matter how long I wait for you. What matters most is when I get to show you a whole new love that always belonged to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Wrote something new.
You did?
I did. Want to hear?
Of course.
Okay. It's called She Conquers. Her eyes caress my body with so much curiosity, leaving a tingling sensation all over my soul.
It was magnetizing between us. I had tunnel vision for her. She was into my book. She hadn't put it down yet. I was quite confident the feelings were reciprocal. We just happened to be at the same place again. And now we're looking at the bookmarks. But eventually, the heart wants what it wants, right? I love the dance between us. What was she thinking? I want to know. Beauty, charm, darkness, and mystery. I love the dance between us. What is she thinking?
What?
I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah. All right. No, I'm coming. I'll be right there. Baby, hospital call. I gotta go in, okay? What are you gonna do today?
I'm just gonna finish my poem.
Okay, I'll call you later.
Okay.
Father, my heart isn't ready. Inside, I'm dying. And nobody can see but you. And I am begging you to put all the pieces back together again. My heart isn't ready. Please, God. I'm giving it all back to you.
Reality is chaotic, and I need more drugs to take me off the edge. Drugs are my gateway to heaven and this tragic life we live in.
So thank you for meeting me. I am such a huge fan of your book.
Thanks. 10 years ago?
Yeah, but you have a book out, and that's more than anyone can say.
Yeah. Why did you want to be an aspiring writer?
Oh, I don't know. I've always loved to read, and I've just been fascinated with writing ever since I was a kid.
Have any masterpieces I could read?
Masterpieces.
Yeah.
Sadly, no. I begin to find the words, and I end up second guessing myself.
You just have to write every day and just force yourself every morning. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And eventually over time, it becomes like second nature. I had writer's block for 10 years before I wrote my first book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get over it?
2 years ago, my friend died of cancer. And I was next to him when he was dying in his home without any medical assistance or drugs. And it's the hardest thing to watch a friend die or suffer like that. Although it was his choice and he would be pain-free, it made it a little easier. But I think what was harder was his last words. He wished he had loved.
Wow, I'm so sorry. I know now how you wrote it.
And you're the first person I told that to.
I came across your book looking for inspiration to write something, and here we are now.
I have something crazy to propose. You ready? Why not we meet here every week and be each other's inspiration?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. The book of poems you gave me have been inspiring to read. And I would love to talk to you about being your publisher for your next book. I couldn't focus on my work ever since my symptoms have gotten worse. There are days I just want to run away. I left my job as a vice president. I thought slowing down would help me heal, but it didn't. And it has caused a major rift between Ryan and I. I despise the moments when my pain turns into anger. I cannot breathe in this house or in this body. I'm suffocating. Fuck this life and the disease that came with it.
It would have been easier if I never met her in the first place. I never experienced a connection like that, ever. After our meeting, I felt inspired, but for some reason, it was impossible to put anything down. I need to write something good to still prove I'm still what she read in the first place. What was something we shared together? I just need to get back to that place where she inspired me. I just need to focus.
What do you think?
One of my favorite moments was taking you to the canal walk.
I think the eyes are my favorite.
I love the way you stood there analyzing the art. Oh, you'll be so perfect at it. It made me wonder if your husband sees that.
Have you ever painted before?
Painted?
Yeah. Drew?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Never?
No.
It's fun. Cat, my favorite's over there.
That one? Okay.
Yeah? You wanna come over?
It's tragic. The way life is. How ruthless it can be. The way it plays with our heartstrings.
These two are my favorites. This reminds me of like Marilyn Monroe. And the owl, the eyes. See? Doesn't it remind you of Edgar Allan Poe?
Yes, the Raven, or is this?
I felt she was trapped and a victim of her life decisions at that moment.
That's very cute, very intense. It almost reminds me of like ML and his head dressings.
She hadn't said as much about her marriage with Ryan or anything serious. But I wasn't naive to see that she wasn't happy.
He kind of just moved in with people from Richmond took him in.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a good book. I wish she would have read past the book cover.
I mean, it does fit. Richmond's like a dark, moody, artsy town. So.
You know, people love poetry. They always have, they always will. You know, it gives you the feels, it's intellectual, it's creative, it's sexy, it's...
Okay.
Okay? Is that all you can say?
Are your headaches coming back?
You know what? I would just like a little more support from you. And I always feel like I'm talking to a wall.
I'm sorry, you're right. I'm gonna work harder on it, okay?
I tried being alone like I've always done. I can sit here and cry, but then walk out like nothing ever happened because that's the best thing I can do right now. Is just hide. My doctor called and shared the results. Inconclusive. I know it's only a matter of time.
Hold on, take it.
Do it.
See.
The Poe Museum was my favorite place to escape growing up.
Try to do this. Cat.
Look at this little thing.
What?
Little knife. Hit in the pendulum.
If I share something special to her, then maybe she'll return it back.
Like a little
So tiny.
butter knife or something.
The tiniest butter knife. Yeah. Didn't you just say your favorite instrument is piano?
Yes, it is.
It is.
But look how tiny that is. And they don't even have all the keys across. That's so interesting.
And back then,
I actually read upon him, and he had a cat, and her name was Katerina.
Really? Did you write all of this? This is just fucking brilliant. Cat, oh my god.
Thank you. I've worked so hard on it.
I see. You know, I would suggest one minor thing. It's no big deal, but I think the main protagonist has a much stronger voice. I mean, she's already a strong female character already.
Yes.
But I think she can be a much more iconic character for women everywhere. Yeah?
To look up to.
Yeah, they look up to you, exactly. Yeah. Hey. What's wrong?
I'm fine.
You sure? I think you're holding something in. Hey, come on, tell me, what's wrong?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm being pulled into a million different directions. You know? Ryan, he got a promotion and he's working longer hours, and for all of his time off, he's wanting me to spend it with him. And, you know, that's just taken away from you and I working together. And on top of that, my personal time. And he's just kind of like worried about the finances and uneasy in what we're doing. And he's just asking me to always have the house clean. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm about to reach my breaking point. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but
Sorry. But I think you're doing a damn fine job, seriously. The finest I've seen any woman in your position.
thank you. You always know how to make me feel better.
Good. I always want to. And always will.
Things were moving so fast. Kat loved my poems enough that she offered to ask her husband if he would finance it for her.
Is this really what you want to do?
Yes,
Yes.
I had to swallow my pride to accept the ideal.
All right, so what's the plan?
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thanks, man.
My time is running out. I don't want to live in the miseries of what ifs.
We only have nows. We can't wait for time to reveal our regrets.
Morning.
No, I'm tired. I've got work to do.
I'm working late.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Just 20 minutes.
Stop.
What the fuck's your problem? Jesus. God damn, I'm just trying to spend time with my wife. I gotta leave for work for a month.
I'm not in the mood.
You're never in the mood. And don't be blaming me for your business, which hasn't made money.
You know what? Fuck you.
Fuck me? I wish you would.
So,
Yeah.
will you do me a favor?
What?
Will you review some of my work?
Oh, maybe.
I need a better answer than that. Yeah?
If heaven was a place on earth, it would be with her. But how did I get into this entanglement?
The little sand dollars on the
Oh my gosh. Yeah?
This love I have for her is unrealistic.
No, something about the ocean waves. I love it.
She's a dignified, honorable, and the most desirable woman I know.
Yeah? During fishing periods, you'll be there to have restaurants and yeah.
I was just too late. Yet I care for her deeply as a friend in such a short amount of time. Or is it just my hope that she would change her mind? I'm confused more than ever.
I've been to better places like Portland,
And I start to feel the depression that she hides.
nature there and everything.
I understand depression as it was my whole life growing up. I could have saved her if she only allowed me to.
Fancy fun activities,
At least I thought I could.
dancing or, you know, building stuff.
I used to play piano.
Really? Do you have any masterpieces?
Sadly, no.
Disappoint me. What are you thinking? Want to race? Come on, want to race?
It's nice to get away and not think about anything. The headaches linger and remind me to work faster and harder and not give up my dream. And working on the book has been a nice distraction. E has been a nice distraction. All the depression, all the pain, all the trying to live a normal life, ignoring problems.
Hey, you haven't been returning my calls. I hope you're okay. Yeah, just call me back. All right.
Nothing matters anymore. I'm going to die at any moment. And I'm done waking up every morning, wondering if today will be the day that I'll be finally free from all this pain.
Now, this is awkward.
Hey, I know you'll be here.
Yeah, Ryan and I decided to eat out.
I didn't hear from you for days, and you still have this effect on me?
Bathroom, who's this?
I only wanted to show my girlfriend Ada, who is a highly respected doctor in the area.
Oh, we met
Ironic enough,
our bookstore.
Ada and I met at the bookstore where I met Kat.
Oh, I'm East Publisher.
Oh, Catherine. I've heard a lot about you, actually.
Is she jealous? Then there he was.
Hey, where's the man? Nice to see you, man.
And you are?
Ada.
Hi, Ryan.
She was also feeling uneasy, which I did too, and I think Ada did as well.
Do you guys maybe want to go on a double date next week or something?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
And now I'm jealous again.
You want it, okay?
But this is probably for the best.
Good to see you.
I'm in.
She's interesting.
Yeah, she is.
Just like her, I held back everything I wanted to say. At least that's how I feel.
Please, Lord, get me through this. Nobody knows what I'm going through but you. And I am begging you to get me through this. Please, Lord. Please get me through this. I am begging you.
There's nothing worse than feeling unrequited. She agreed to meet with you. But why? She wasn't fully engaged like before. But I tried my best not to intrude. Did I cross any boundaries? Or did something bad happen? She could have said something to me. I was her friend, the one who understood her more than Ryan, Chloe, and her other friends. But she always kept quiet. Although, That silent strength I do admire about her. But I've learned that keeping things in can add more weight to the heavy heart. Deep down inside, I was dying. And I was dying with her.
Hey, you haven't been responding. Hope everything's okay. Just give me a call back when you can.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Do you ever have second thoughts about your life decisions?
No, I don't. I learned that life decisions make us who we are. Why do you ask?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder what my life would be like if I started writing when I was younger, or, if I pursued another career. Sometimes I question if I should have got married.
Are you happy with your marriage?
Yeah, I have no regrets. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Ryan with all my heart. He's supportive and he's motivated. He works hard.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cross the line or anything, but you didn't say if he was sweet to you or good to you or even loving.
Well, not every relationship is like that, E. To each their own.
True, but doesn't mean you can't crave it.
Sure. Every woman would like that.
Well, why not you then?
Because life doesn't work out that way.
Life is too short not to take a risk on something you might regret later on.
No, but timing is everything, too.
How was your time with E?
Oh, it was nice. We got to go Isle Park.
Oh, okay. What does that have anything to do with the project you two are working on?
Brian, please don't start.
Don't start.
Yeah.
I'm not starting anything. My wife said she would be here at a certain time, and she's not. Now I'm hearing that she was out with some other man.
You know, I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh, because I'm upset. Because I'm upset. I can't be talking about this. Won't you put yourself in my position?
You know what? You sound really crazy right now, so I'm gonna go upstairs.
I don't want you seeing him again.
No, I'm not gonna end a good friendship just because you're jealous.
Cut the bullshit.
You know what? I don't have time for this, and I'm gonna see E whether you like it or not, okay?
Really?
Is everything okay? Ada.
What are you doing with my pills?
I can explain.
Do you have any idea the effects this will have on you? They're a crutch, E.
Crutch. You're the fucking crutch. I can't even focus on my writing without you breathing down my neck every second.
When you're writing about who? Your girlfriend, Kat? Wow. You know what? Fuck this. I deserve better. By the way, E, she's married. At the end of the night, she's in someone else's arms, not yours. Don't call me.
I'm sorry. You're right. I would be upset too. And you have been so supportive through all of this. I love you.
I love you too.
Our bookstore. Many memories. I didn't want to be here for this. But what better way to say let's be friends again to a writer than a leather journal? We've become so distant. And everything has been quite complicated between us. I need him to know how I feel before more time is wasted. And just say I'm sorry before I never get the chance to do it again.
Hi, this is Charlie, the manager from the bookstore. I'm calling to inform you that your wife left a surprise gift for you about a month ago, and she said to give it to you when you come in. Just wanted to let you know that, and hopefully you can come pick it up. Hope all is well with you and her. Talk soon.
She still hasn't apologized. Not called me, text me, or anything. You know, I'm always apologizing to her. I think she deserves to apologize this time. Whatever.
Stop. I have something to tell you.
Are you okay?
No.
What's wrong?
She died.
What?
She had a chronic illness she didn't tell anybody about. She had a seizure in her sleep.
When?
Last night. We're gonna get through this. Oh, God.
Dear E, they say an invisible red thread connects those who are destined to meet, regardless of time, place, or circumstance. And like our friendship, the thread may stretch or tangle, but it will never break. Because if a string has one end, then it has another, and we will always be connected at those ends. I'm sorry for everything. Please forgive me, and let's be us again. Cat.
I met Catherine, ironically, at a bookstore. And we know each other. She was reading my book. We had a connection, and thought she was the smartest person, most beautiful woman, and the kindest friend to anyone. She doesn't deserve me or anyone. She deserves the best. I'm sorry.
Why'd you call me here?
I need to speak to someone close to her.
What do you have to say?
It's about her last poem.
No. E. It's not going to change anything.
Her birthday's in 4 days, Chloe. I need to make things right.
Whatever, E. It's too late.
Please help me.
Help yourself. Get your shit together.
messages.
Right. I've been busy.
Look, we need to talk about the book real quick. The last poem you gave me is not hitting the mark. And you know we have a deadline.
This is the 5th poem you didn't like, Kat. I don't know what else to do. You have 5 of them. Choose one.
You know what? You're the writer and I'm the publisher. And we agreed upon this, remember? So you have to give me the best poem that you possibly can.
Don't give me that fucking tone. What are you, my mother?
You're acting like a complete ass right now.
Oh, if you think you can do better, why don't you write it then?
Right, because that's my job. That's your job. You fucking drama queen.
The fucking drama queen? I'm the fucking drama queen, Kat? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice name calling. You know what? Especially coming from an incompetent publisher.
Fuck you.
Oh, fuck me. I bet you like that. Yeah, does Ryan know that?
You know what? You're fired.
Well, good. Now I can do something else. Plus, you're never a good friend to me anyways. And before you fucking go, I need to tell you this. You're fucking ungrateful.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You're nothing before me.
Oh, I'm nothing? You're fucking nothing. Your fucking washed up has-been living off his success 10 years ago. Your second book bombed, and your third book is a collection of your personal poems that my husband Ryan is financing under my publishing company. And nobody makes money off of poetry these days. So who sounds unfucking grateful now?
Does your husband know that the poems you're publishing, that he's financing, are all about you? Does he? Because you know what's so funny? You told him in his fucking face that you love them.
No. I don't love them. That's why I'm here.
You're fucking stupid, you know that?
Okay.
Say whatever you need to say to make yourself feel better.
Fuck off, E. You hate it when you're not always right.
And that was the last memory of us.
Are all these about her?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ryan. But she was faithful the whole time, and I respected it. We need to finish the book for her.
We don't need to do anything. You come into my house, read a poem about love to my wife, then confess that all this is about her. On her birthday. Is that all you could think about? How the hell do you think I'm gonna react?
She chose you, man. In the end, she chose you.
if love can save us all, we'd never experience death. But isn't that the beauty of dying? To love like there's no tomorrow. At a time in my life when I knew it was coming to an end, you came along and saved me in so many ways. And I know you were hurt that I didn't disclose my sickness, but I hope you understand that I just wanted to breathe. And with you I could. You are so special to me. And you have no idea how much you have helped me get through this. So this is in no way a goodbye, because I know we will meet again. You changed me forever, and I will never forget you and the friendship we shared. Forever and always.
You are now free from the hell you've been living in. I need to believe you're in a better place. And my heart is broken into a million pieces for you, like strings disentangling that held us together. You came unexpected, but it was shortly lived and torn away like a riptide. But life can sadly be cut short at any moment, and what you became to me was the greatest gift of all. You made a deep impact on me in such a small time. But as time goes on, conceding to the ideal, you found a new home. Until we meet again. You're always and forever